The Dr. Disrespect situation is insane. Okay, we know that he texted a minor, he admitted to it, it ended up getting a little flirty, it got a little too far into the not appropriate conversation to have with children area of the world, and eventually now a trans adult content creator came out and said, hey, Dr. Disrespect used to talk to me, and he told me that if I had some cam shows for him, he would make me a partner on Twitch, which never happened. He blocked her. But we don't know if that's true, but just a few minutes ago, DramaAlert would tweet out something pretty insane, which I'm going to show you all. Dr. Disrespect knew he was sending explicit messages to a minor. A former Twitch employee claims he indicated that this was no problem and continued on. There was no confusion, which is via Slasher and Rolling Stone. And for a little context, Rolling Stone is obviously a huge publication, a magazine. They have a website. They make you pay money to view their articles and all this other crap. Slasher, along with Cody Conners, is one of the guys who ended up dropping the original stories, making the allegations and saying that those specific things were why Dr. Disrespect ended up being banned back in 2020. Now, what really kind of grinds my gears in this situation is this Slasher guy blocks anybody who kind of calls out something that doesn't make sense in his stories. Not only that, but he hides this another insane claim that, he knew the age of the child that he was talking to behind Rolling Stone. So he can open up Rolling Stone, you're excited to read it, you want to know what the heck's about. Oh, I can't because I gotta pay money. I gotta pay, $7.99 a month, $9.99 a month, $4.99 a month. And if it isn't getting through your head that this Cody Conners guy and Slasher guy, mind you, they're the same people who try to say, oh, if you come to our shows, if you buy our tickets, if you do all of this, we'll tell you why we banned this guy, is now selling more information without something as simple as screenshots, without something as simple as chat logs. Now it's hidden behind a $7.99 paywall on Rolling Stone, which is always amazing. And now, don't get mistaken, I think Dr. Disrespect is a freaking creep. I think you shouldn't message children online, and as a content creator with that large of a following, even if it was an accident, you still have to take the L. Because at that point, you should say, hey, how old are you before we even freaking talk? You tell me you're a child, the conversation is over. I'll say, good luck in school, kiddo, and, be on your way. But that's not what's happening here. We are dealing with this strange thing where this guy, Slasher, for example, and Cody Conners just kind of drop weird little teases or lock something behind a paywall or say, hey, come to our show and we'll tell you what's happening. And I'm not a big fan of this. I think if you have some important information to share, you have Twitter, you have all these other platforms and things that you can post this information on, but instead you go to Rolling Stone that they're going to lock it behind a paywall, and you're going to make people pay money just to know what happened with this full situation that basically ruined one of the lives of one of the largest streamers in the world. I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying any of that, but this allegation, these things that he did end up admitting himself, which makes him a creep, ruined his life. He had, G Fuel sponsorships. He had a cameo in NBA 2K. He had a lot of things happening which rightfully have been taken away because he messaged and did something inappropriate with a minor. But again, these are complete serious claims that it's kind of disgusting to see be locked behind a paywall. And so me being an intelligent person, not being stupid enough to give money to a billion-dollar company that already has, millions of dollars coming in a month, I went ahead and figured out a way to get this. I'm not going to tell you how, but I'm sure you can Google it and figure it out. But we have the article right here. Dr. Disrespect knowingly sent explicit messages to a minor, former Twitch employee says. Banned from the platform in 2020 over inappropriate text to an underage girl, the streamer continues to insist he did nothing wrong. By Rod Breslew, Miles Klee. This is Slasher. The way I saw it, at least, it made it seem like his original tweet was like maybe he got interviewed or something and he was finally spilling the beans, but no, he wrote this. So this is all, everything that he is saying. 4 years after gamer, celebrity, and streaming star Dr. Disrespect 42 was banned from Twitch for undisclosed reasons, reports emerged this week that he allegedly used the Amazon own platform's direct messaging feature to send sexually explicit texts to a minor. Now, the internal response to those alleged conversations, long a subject of rumor and speculation, is finally coming to light. So they pretty much talk about like the Me Too movement and how Twitch is cutting back or cutting down on a lot more of these, streamers and creators who are using the platform for nefarious reasons. But I just want to skip to this part right here. It says a former Twitch trust and safety employee who worked for the platform at the time Beam was banned and has direct knowledge of the matter confirmed to Rolling Stone that Beam continued to send sexually graphic messages to a minor he knew to be underage. This former employee, who requested anonymity to avoid jeopardizing their career, also said that the crucial elements of Beam's latest defense tweet are inaccurate. And that's in response to the tweet that he put out a few days ago where he pretty much admitted to texting a minor. Again, creepy. They say, I recall that Dr. Disrespect was made aware by the individual that they were underage during the conversation, after which he indicated that this was no problem and continued on. Reminder, I don't defend this creep's actions, but I don't think that it's professional to say things like, I recall. Did he do this or not? You can't say, I recall, in a situation that can put someone in prison. But that's just me. I think the world of journalism has changed so much that somehow you can put in an article that can make someone, have a career or be locked up for the rest of their life, and you could say, well, I think this happened, and then Rolling Stone publishes it as if it's fact. That's very strange to me. Again, screw Dr. Disrespect for being a creepy weirdo texting minors, but I don't think that it's professional to be saying things like, I recall, I think, from what I remember. Do you know it or do you not? He also says the former employee says there was no confusion. Messages sent after this was acknowledged were no less graphic and in sexually explicit nature than before, and I think more than the categorization of leaning too much in the direction of being inappropriate might indicate. The ex-Twitch employee has also provided Rolling Stone a more detailed account of internal conversations at Twitch following the report of Beam's messages and his subsequent ban. They say the details of Beam's case are coming out because of Conners' explosive tweet last week. Cody definitely got the ball rolling. Me and many of my former colleagues are only comfortable speaking up now because of it. Our priority is always to the safety of the alleged victim and to keep their identities secret, they said. Which is why it took 7 years for them to talk about it. Just saying, both sides seem like absolute stooges here, okay? Dr. Disrespect's a creep. Cody Conners and Slasher are money-hungry stooges. It's not a surprise that these guys happen to hate nickmercs, happen to hate people like Dr. Disrespect. I do think this information deserved to come out, but not in a way to get money and basically have a financial gain, a popularity, fame, any type of fame and notoriety or any type of attention. When someone is abusing minors, you should say it just because you know that it's illegal, not because you know it's going to get clicks and you can finally put the streamer you hate down in the dirt. So now they say, as some of its streamers faced a flood of sexual misconduct allegations in June 2020, Twitch created an incident response team, codenamed Gold Sparrow, to develop a process to investigate and take action on the reports as one unit, the former employee says. We wanted to be able to process mounting investigations quicker and with more resources while providing as much support for the victim as possible, the former employee says. Twitch did not provide comment. When the initial report about Beam's alleged inappropriate messages came through in 2020, an investigation began. After viewing the contents of the whisper conversation, it quickly became clear the egregious of conduct and what actions Twitch must take, the former employee says. The decision to permanently terminate Beam was relatively quick due to the severity of the behavior. Followed by, Twitch can't and won't make the alleged messages public. The ex-employee says, as this not only endangers the victim in investigations by law enforcement. I don't understand how. If the person's a minor, blur any type of photos, blur any type of name. But if these are somehow such disgusting, vile tweets that we do immediately end this guy's contract and pay him out millions of dollars, post them. Show the world what this monster said. This is so suspicious and weird to me. Skipping forward just a little bit, he says, following Beam's ban from Twitch and time away from the spotlight, he announced a return to streaming on YouTube in August 2020, but while he was free to use both that platform and Facebook Gaming, neither offered him an exclusive partnership. His lack of streaming content was notable for a celebrity in the industry at a time when other streamers like Volcray, Ludwig, and Tim the Tatman were signing seven-figure multi-year deals. YouTube's former global head of gaming partnerships at Google, Ryan Wyatt, confirmed to Rolling Stone that Beam was not offered a contract due to chatter about the circumstances of his Twitch ban. He says that a Twitch employee and journalist investigating the incident told YouTube employees that it involved inappropriate messages to a minor. The unfortunate part of it all was that there were so many rumors circulating in the industry. One, that a minor was involved, he says, but no one produced first-hand knowledge or evidence, and because of those rumors, there was no reason to entertain doing any deal with Beam, and no evidence produced means you can't act on a terms of service violation. The whole situation got even more confusing when Twitch settled and effectively said no wrongdoing, which made everyone in the industry dismiss the rumors, but even still, there was never a reason to do a deal with him after that ban. That's freaking well said. This entire situation is just so stupid and weird. It's such, he texted this minor in such a weird and disgusting way that I want to see so I can say whether this man is a disgusting monster or whether he's just a creep. In my eyes, there are two completely different things, okay? A guy who flirts with a 17-year-old before knowing she's 17 is completely different than a guy talking dirty to like a 12-year-old who knows she's 12 and continues. We need to know more. Either way, Dr. Disrespect is a creepy weirdo who cheats on his wife, does all kinds of other things, but there are still so many more questions that need answers that if you even bother to ask or question, somehow you know you're I can't even say the word because YouTube is so annoying. A P-word defender. If you even ask questions or wonder things or think that people like Cody Conners or Slasher are doing this in bad faith because they just want to see a streamer they dislike finally, bite the curb, then you are somehow a P-word defender, despite me literally telling you I think Dr. Disrespect is a creepy weirdo. A 40-year-old man should not be talking to fans in manners. That's just my ideas. And then we kind of ended off by saying a spokesperson for CAA, Beam's talent agency since signing in 2019, tells Rolling Stone he is no longer a client and hasn't been for some time. Several streamers, including Kai Cenat, Code Miko, and Volcray have condemned Beam. San Francisco 49ers condemned Beam. NBA 2K will remove his character. Even today, I'm humbled by that experience, says the former Twitch employee who was at the company when it mobilized to address the reports of misconduct by Beam and others in summer of 2020. The bravery of the victim speaking out and the commitment by my colleagues to doing right by them. I hope that we're all on a better path now for it. I really think this situation is really, really bad for Twitch. I have to ask, why does Twitch want to cover this situation up so bad? Why did they want to cover this situation up for 4 years? The messages happened in 2017. Did they last until 2020? Was it 3 years of conversations? Was it one weird interaction in 2017 that didn't get viewed until 2020? Was it a 17-year-old? Was it a 14-year-old? A 12-year-old? A 1-year-old? There are so many questions that need to be answered. I will tell you 1,000 times, I think Dr. Disrespect is a creepy weirdo. Before he admitted to engaging with a minor and flirting with them, blah, blah, blah. I was saying guilty until proven innocent. He has admitted he did it. Creepy. Now, I don't know why he is so bad at explaining things and putting out his own statements, why he can't say I didn't know her age, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if maybe he's held to some sort of legal, binding, or there's another NDA we don't know about. But there are so many more questions as days go by. The more and more people we see come out, like Lena Love, who was the adult content creator, the trans creator, who said that he was saying, hey, if you give me cam shows, I will make you a Twitch partner before blocking her. That's pretty freaking gross. So what else is out there? What else is there? Again, I am not defending Dr. Disrespect. All I am saying is people keep, throwing breadcrumbs at us, but they're not just giving us the whole, they're not giving us the whole bread. Give us everything. Tell us everything. You've already violated the NDA. Cody already led to this, causing this entire cluster truck of the internet freaking the heck out about it. Give us everything. Don't go to Rolling Stone, put these things behind a paywall of things you heard from this guy's uncle who knew this guy's cousin. Tell us what happened. Show us, please. Please show us so that we can know 100% if this was just a creepy interaction or if this is a monster living among us. That's what we want to know. Either way, hope you all enjoyed the video. I advise you to figure out a way to read this article yourself so that you can see some of the things I skipped over. I didn't skip out any context to make this guy look bad. I just skipped over some of the yapping where he just kind of talks about random things. But bye. I appreciate you watching. Peace out.